Stephen Miller and Jesse Waters having a conversation.
Okay.
That apparently Jesse Waters has been getting messages from viewers about how handsome Stephen Miller is.
Oh. Okay. That seems legit. I'll tee it up then. Here is, as Bradley just said, a very dubious claim being made by Jesse Waters about the white supremacist guy, Stephen Miller.
Before we let you go, we just have to address the elephant in the room. We're getting a lot of texts from women about Miller and his appearances and his appearance. Our audience at primetime believes you're some sort of sexual matador. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, let me give advice to any young man that's out there.
Oh.
I'm married now, I have children, but I wasn't married that long ago. I was single, I was in the market. If you're a young man, it's very important in election season, who's looking to impress ladies, to be the alpha, to be attractive. The best thing you can do is to wear your Trump support on your sleeve. Show that you are a real man. Show that you are not a beta, right? Be a proud and loud Trump supporter, and your dating life will be fantastic.
I cannot wait to see the text tonight. Stephen Miller, thank you.
Okay, so first of all,
take it easy on the ladies.
Jesse is mocking him. That's 100% what's happening, right? Jesse is alpha dogging him. He's big timing him. That's what's happening.
It's almost, I can't tell what's funnier is if Waters is literally like, you're such a busted clown.
That's what he's doing. He's mocking him on national television. Why would he say that? That's not happening.
And Stephen Miller, without as if he was shot out of a cannon, is like, I was single for a moment, but I would like to talk to you about having.
Yes, definitely.
When you're single and on the market.
Yeah, young men, tout your Trump support. That's gonna go really well with the ladies.
Don't be a beta.
I gotta say, dude, you should not. If you're, I mean, maybe Trump supporting men should do this because they'll probably learn that it's not popular to be a young male conservative right now. Kamala Harris, among women broadly, has a much greater lead than even Hillary Clinton did. The gender gap in this election is significant, and the Trump campaign is running on that with that assumption. They are running a hyper masculine campaign by design, one that is not masculine in any way that is constructive. It's the definition of toxic masculinity. I think that Democrats should be putting forward a vision of more positive masculinity. I mean, Tim Walz really, for older voters maybe, and perhaps young men don't identify with him in the same way, but he is an example of a family man and a non-toxic, a vision of positive masculinity that understands systemic racism and misogyny and isn't anti-gay or anti-trans. That's not the vision that Stephen Miller is selling with his vampire aesthetic. It's nativism and truly white supremacy. Like, that is his background. And it's just amazing. Like, I don't understand why Waters did that. It's maybe just to flex on him, but he and Brian Kilmeade also have this thing where they neg each other on air. It's like, it really is a giant. This is how I used to see like frat brothers talk to each other. They don't really, like, they're uncomfortable with being sincere because it's feminine to them, or it's like too close to being honest about their feelings. So the way of connecting with other men is that they put them down. And it's just like, wow, that energy all over Fox News. It bums me out. Why would you want to hang out with that kind of person? And that's exactly why perhaps the ladies that Stephen Miller was courting, or what he's telling men to do in terms of dating, that's not going to work, because that energy for women, it's like, yeah, I don't want to hang out there.
And I think it's trouble for Stephen Miller, because I'm not sure if he can tell what the tenor of that answer is, because he's simultaneously so socially inept but also a narcissist that he would probably, even if Waters was actually joking, he'd still believe it and still think that someone was earnestly asking him for advice. If you're a single man on DC on the market,
right? Waters knows that he would take it seriously.
He's going to go straight into the Stephen Miller playbook.
I don't feel bad for Stephen Miller in any regard, but I do just think Waters is just such a little shit. I mean, what? if he's so mean to that white supremacist, think about how mean he is to frickin' random people that he maybe that work for him.
His mom.
He's just a bully. That's exactly what that is. He's just a bully.
Remember Trump's 2020 election interference case? He pled not guilty, but only after making it clear that he, quote, had every right to do so. Ground News found 90 sources covering this with significantly less reporting from the right. And going through these articles, you can see there's no mention from conservative outlets of what looks like Trump's confession. Now, the left points this could be the very thing that helps Jack Smith finally convict him. This type of selective reporting is the exact problem we've been talking about with today's news. Rather than adding clarity to an already confusing election season and political landscape, the news can easily contribute to it. That's why we're longtime partners of Ground News. Their platform is designed for people who want to go beyond the headlines to deeply understand today's current events from every perspective. And with Trump and Harris often at the center of very selective reporting, I highly recommend following the news on the debate and the rest of their campaign here, so you can avoid being manipulated by the news you see and the news you don't. I think their mission directly aligns with what we try and do here on our show. Plus, they're independent and subscriber funded. But my viewers get 40% off their top tier Vantage plan. Go on to ground.news/majority or scan my QR code to compare coverage with context you can't find anywhere else. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.